And we're off. This is the Saturday wrap for Saturday, the 25th of October, 2025. My week, this week in me, the tech, the politics, the software, and lots of other things. Mainly the cold and the rain. The weather's changed. Anyway, if you haven't seen this before, that's what it's all about. Possibly under 10 minutes with a bit of luck and a following wind. Anyway, word or phrase of the week. Well, I live in the Caerphilly constituency, and I thought by-election until first thing this morning. And when I mean first thing this morning, I mean about 4 o'clock. Anyway, get up early, go for a wander, keep the body going. So anyway, the last thing I saw in my letterbox was about 7 o'clock last night. Delivery from Amazon. So this delivery wouldn't need to have been sometime after that. And I spotted it when I went out this morning. And it was dark, and I looked at it, and I thought, this is well printed. Got the little torch out. And it said, "Stick with us." It was from the Labour Party. And it was sometime after 7 o'clock on the date of election, so that's 3 hours or less to vote. And if I got one, other people would have got one. And it must have been pre-printed because it was good quality printing. And they must have had a lot of people to do it because it's a geographical, quite large constituency. And I thought, stick with us isn't really a good, well, it's not a policy. And it's like, stick with us. They didn't do very well. You need to improve your wordage and the time that you get them out, to be perfectly honest, but there you go. Anyway, app of the week. You're on the internet. Nothing seems to be happening. Is it downloading? Isn't it downloading? You need a little program to measure how much you are downloading. And if you're on Windows, DU meter. It's not cheap, but it's really rather good, and it collects a lot of stats and whatever. And I had a thing to say, there's an update. I have a family pack for some strange reason. And it's really for Windows Server and Windows 11. And the existing version works okay with Windows 11, and I'm moving over to the Mac. However, if you're looking for a program like that, then DU Meter is the best as far as I'm concerned. If you're on the Mac, how about I start menus? That works, looking at it now. Talking on the internet, the thing of the week was the AWS outage. Amazon Web Services, East Coast #1, and everything seemed to go off. Really seemed to go off. Redundancy, not a great deal. Of course, redundancy means having the same somewhere else, and it's more expensive, but if you've got a business on the internet, you need redundancy. Especially if your bed is internet connected, which now has an offline mode. Going back to 1974. A single. It appears on albums, but they're mainly greatest hits. Suzi Quatro. Devilgate Drive. I saw her at Reading in 1981. She was in Minder. And she's still knocking around. What a great bass player. Chinny Chap production. I think it got to #1 as well. Showing my age, but it was good. It was rock and roll. It was power pop. It was great. Anyway, the week that was. Last Saturday, Hybrid Beano, home in the morning, the project in the afternoon. Another 10 onion sets went in. I just had a look at some of them now. They're growing really rather well. And I was complaining about my new credit card not arriving. It arrived 10:30. And Sunday, I spent Sunday moving everything that was on the old credit card onto the new credit card for the sake of 1% cash back. But there you go. And also on Sunday, rwnash.net, my email address domain. I bought up 4 years on the new credit card, and well, the prices of domain names are going up, and why not? Yeah, why not indeed? Probably one of the few ones I've still got with GoDaddy, because they do domain management and DNS very well, unlike AWS. But there you go. Monday, I'm done with rain. Great news. And I had the update, the DU meter, which I pinged them back. I get a discount price, but yeah, no, moving on, that sort of thing. Tuesday. Anyway, I watch MacSparky, and he does some really good video tutorials, and he's done one about the base products on the Apple Productivity Suite. So that's calendar, reminders, notes, and freeform. So I sprang for that as well, and I'm working my way through that because you buy all this software, and it's a good idea to really be able to use it. And he is really good. Anyway, Wednesday, misty, very misty. I blame rivers. Mind you, the from Tree Kenneth over to the top of Nangarrow Hill, where there is no river, that was quite misty as well. And I cashed out on one of my little programs that I do quizzes for, and ordered a DJI mini mic because I want to do live streaming in various places. It arrived yesterday. I had some issues updating the firmware and linking it, but I got there in the end. I got there in the end because I put the query into Gemini, and it had it really good. Google searches just didn't work. Thursday morning, walking down the road, they're not turned on yet, but all the Christmas lights are up before even Halloween. Yeah. And then there was the by-election. And also, there was a World War II unexploded bomb near Bridgend train station, which is dangerous, and everyone was evacuated. But it doesn't take much to derail, metaphorically speaking, Transport for Wales Rail, and it was chaos. But there you go. And this morning I woke up and I had an email from my ISP saying, "You've got money." Well, they're usually scams, but no, it wasn't. It was from my ISP, and since it took them 2 days to fix it, I'm getting a refund which will be applied to my next bill. Yeah, that will definitely do. Anyway, I think that's it, to be perfectly honest. Comments are welcome. Bye-bye.